So now we can get the plan from direction C, front elevation looking from direction A, and then the side elevation from direction of arrow B. So we can start with the plan. Now looking at the plan, first we have the external diameter of that circle is 60. So we pick our circle command, then we can draw our circle command, specify the center point of the circle, then the radius is 30, so 30, enter. Now you can pick up your construction line, XL, enter, and then you can place it at the midpoint here. Okay, so you have to on your polar tracking. It's not on, I mean your object snap. So now you pick up your construction line, so it is perfectly horizontal, and you place it there, and then you escape. So now the distance between the two circles is 100. So you can take a vertical line here, perfectly vertical, and then offset it by 100. O, enter, 100 to the left. So now escape, then take your circle. So now here the external diameter of the circle here is 50, so the radius is 25, enter. So now here compress your spacebar to replace the previous command. The internal diameter of the circle here is 36, so radius is 18, so that's 1, 8, enter. So the same thing here, the internal radius is 25. I mean, the internal diameter is 25, so that means 12.5. So now the web has a thickness of 12, so you can offset this to either side by 6. So O, enter, 6, enter. So you have offset here by 6, offset here by 6, then escape. Now you can pick up your line command and then join from this point to this point, escape, spacebar to repeat the previous command. And then from this point as well to this point. So now this is the plan. Okay, so but we need to trim it up to remove the unwanted parts. So you can press your TR, enter, and then now you pick up you trim up the unwanted parts. So escape. So now you can even take your delete command, click on this, delete, left click on this, and then press your delete. So the same thing here, you can highlight the whole of these ones, you don't need them, then press delete. Here as well, highlight the whole of this and then press delete. So now this is the center line, you can left click on it and then delete as well. So that gives us the plan. So now we are left with the keyway here. Okay, so that means we'll still need the center line. So we can have our center line like this from here to here. So now the keyway for the smaller circle has is 8 in length. So that means you offset it 4 on either side. Offset distance of 4 and then enter. So you have 4 this way, 4 4 this way. So now, and then the thickness is 6. The thickness is 6. So you can trim up this place. TR, enter. Then you trim up all this unwanted file. Or you can, okay, you trim up this place. This is where you're trimming. You trim up this. You also trim up this. So once you trim it up, once you trim this one up, you can press escape, and then now you press you highlight it and then delete. Left click, delete, left click, delete, left click, delete, and then left click, delete. So you need to remove this one as well. Left click, delete, left click, delete. Okay, Ctrl Z. Okay, so you need to trim this. TR, enter. So we trim this. So now you can draw another line vertically like this and then escape it. So now you need to offset this by 6. That's 6, enter. So now you can offset this to this side and then escape. So you trim it. TR, enter. So now this is trim this, trim this, trim this, and then you trim this. And then you can trim this, you trim this, you trim this, and then you trim this. Okay, the keyway should be this way, should be at the right hand side. Well, we can just mirror it. So escape, so you can come to your mirror command. Your mirror command is your modified tool, or you press MI, enter. So you left click on this, left click on this, left click on this, then you right click. So now this is the mirror axis, this and then this. So since it's still remains there, you enter. So now this, you don't need it, so you highlight it and then press delete. So now you can highlight this one as well, press delete. Okay, so now that's a keyway for the smaller diameter. So now you can repeat the same process here. Okay, so now you first get your center line, now the center line, since it has 15, so offset by 7.5 on both sides, 7.5. So you have 0.5 here, 0.5 here. So you can pick up your line command, L, enter, from here to here, and then you can offset it by 8. O, enter, 8, enter. So you offset it by 8. So now you escape and then you can trim. TR, enter. Clean up this, clean up this, clean up this, this, and then this. So TR, enter, this, and then this. Okay, so now, so that is it with the plan. So now that we're done with the plan, you can take your construction line, XL, enter, and then take this point here. You can take this point, get your vertical line. You can copy it, CO, enter, or let's move it. Move M, enter. So from here, then we can move it to this point. Okay, so from here we can also offset it. Let's offset it by a distance of 10. O, enter, 1 0, enter. Okay, so that's going to be one of the axes, so we can delete this. Okay, so now we can delete this. So left click on it and then press delete. So now next thing, we take your construction line again, XL, enter, place it here, perfectly horizontal. Then you can move it, M, enter, M, enter. Then from here you move it down here. So you can offset it again as well by the same thing. So you have it like this. Escape, then you can remove this. So now that we are done with the plan view, we can conveniently draw the front view here. So now we can trace lines. We can trace lines from the plan view downward. From the plan view, you can trace lines downward. Okay. So now you can also set your polar tracking here. Your polar tracking, you can set it to 45 degrees. Okay, that's your polar tracking, increment angle 45 degrees. So now you can pick up your, okay, let's bring out our menu bar, show menu bar. So now you can come here, draw, you can pick up your ray. So now this is the central point here. So let's take our line at an angle of 45. So you can see that it's automatically at an angle of 45 degrees. Okay, so this is 45, then you left click there, so you escape. Okay, so now from this point here as well, you can project lines to intersect with this. You can as well project lines to intersect with this. So once it is intersecting, you can bring it downward. Okay, L, enter. So this one as well, you can bring it downward. So now this one is downward. You can offset this line by 10. O, enter. 10 is already there, enter. So we have 10. So that's going to be the starting point of the front elevation. So now you can project this one downward, L, enter. From this point downward. Okay, so let's come to the object snap settings. Let's try to include quadrant. Okay, so now you can see quadrant. So from quadrant you can bring it downward. You can bring this one downward. So the same thing, can come here from this point of quadrant here, you can bring it downward like that. Okay, so but before we continue, let's increase the thickness of this. So we have this, we have this, we have this, and then this, and then this, and then this. So now in order to increase the thickness, you come to the properties toolbar, and then you come to your line width. So now let's increase it to a thickness of 0.7. So since it's not yet indicating, you can come here, look for your line width. Since line width is not at the status bar, you can come here and include it to your status bar. This is line width. So now that it's there, you click on it, so you can see that it's thick. Then you press your escape command.